Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my grandfather's old farm. It is June. I've been working a little bit over the winter, getting some money, getting some things figured out, and trying new things. Our field, what, I don't remember what we planted. Wheat. It's growing nicely. Um, I, oh, well, would you look at that? She's almost fully grown. Some things have changed. As you can tell, the harvester's no longer here. I actually got a fantastic deal on one that was a little bigger. So I sold this one and we got a bigger one. It's up at the shop. I have to go get it, but it was winter, so I just kind of let them. I just stored it there for now. Um, the MDV does not have the front loader attachment anymore. I also don't have the little stubby, I think it was W4. And that is because I figured out how to get the mushrooms going. Talked to the lady down in the shop. Apparently, this is how grandfather made most of his money. It is all passive income. As you can see, we have some mushrooms ready to go. Had to buy one of these. I think this is. It holds like 2,000 liters of water. Actually, I think this has got some water in it, and I think I need some. But yeah, all the shrooms wanted was some water. So that was a little bit of money. We got that going. And this is the newest toy. I had them put the front loader attachment onto this. This is a Super MTA. MTA stands for torque amplifier. It allows me to go about, was it like 3 to 4 miles an hour faster with a torque amplifier. It's basically turning a 5-speed into a 10-speed because it's got high and low gears. But I put the front loader attachment on it. I actually got the front loader and the pallet forks. I forgot I didn't do that before. So I got that. I got this from cutting down trees. So basically, once I got this, I think I got all the water tank, the front loader attachment, the pallet fork. I think I got all that at the same time. Started making some mushrooms, and the mushrooms have really been bringing in the income. As you can see, we have $22,000 right now. I think some of that was from selling the harvester, though. Harvesters are pretty good at selling. I also got a little more knowledge on the workshop, so I was able to take apart the sides of our little trailer here from the wood we were hauling, and got some straps, so now I can strap things down. So I can put the pallets on, strap things out. And I think that's where we're going to start for today. So let's, without further ado, let's get these pallets loaded up and onto the shop. I also have a weight in the back end because this tractor is a little older than what this equipment is. These front loaders are used to, so she liked to bounce around a little bit. I leased out a actually, I'll show you. I leased out a bucket for the front loader, and pile of grass that was right here. I know there's some right here. It wasn't enough to worry about, so I just pushed it over. The big pile of grass that was right here, I just took it I put it in the trailer before I took off the sides, and I sold it. And it was only a couple $100, but I mean, it's one less thing to worry about. But let's get these pallets loaded up. You might be asking, why did I get a whole new tractor for the front loader attachment when the MDV already had it? Well, the MDV was nice, but my problem was, here, I'll show you. Watch this. See how the front wheels came off the ground? The MDV sat too tall to where I couldn't even set the pallet fork all the way to the ground, so I had to angle it down just so I could get underneath the pallet. And then it kind of caused a problem with it because I didn't want to ruin the mushrooms by like trying to smash the pallet or something. I don't know. It worked for what I needed it to, but thankfully, because of the mushrooms, I was able to get something nicer along with granted, I sold the little stubby guy. That actually really helped, but this one, I kind of just put a little more money into it. Oh, I don't even know if I put the... I think I put wheel weights on here. I'm not sure. But, anyway, let's get these pallets loaded up. We'll take them to the shop, sell them off, see what we got working with, see what we can do. Oh. Of course, now I'm used to the other tractor having a front loader attachment, so I gotta get the hang of this one now. She's a little crooked, but that'll work. Yeah, but it's nice. This thing's nice because I can back up I think it was like 2 to 3 miles an hour faster. I could go forward 3 to 4 miles an hour faster. It just, this is kind of my, this is kind of my bread and butter right now. I don't know what the heck that was about. This fork though I think is gonna hurt me. Let's just push this guy forward. And I pushed it over to the side as well. And look at that, 6,500 bucks, almost 66 for mushrooms. Now, shut this down here. And here is the beautiful machine. It has a enclosed cab. It's not exactly the prettiest, I'm not gonna lie, but it has an extra 500 liters of a holding grain tank. I think the header is a smidge wider, but that much I didn't care about. I think that was separate, if I'm being honest. But this, yeah, you can tell she's a little worn out. She definitely had her use. Doesn't look like they laid on straw paths, but hey. And come up in here. You sit a little high. This is the part that really bothered me, because I mean, like, look up so far away. You're not really sure how to work all this. I think that's your gearing. I think this white knob is actually the auger pipe. And I know you got brakes, you got the clutch. One of those levers has got to be throttle. I'm not sure. I'll have to mess with it. But yeah, it has 17 hours, which it's quite a bit, especially for this old machine. But that is yet to come, so I'm not worried. Let's get back on the M. Let's go. Let's put this back here. There we go. I think for now I'm actually going to put over there. I keep the weight on. The weight doesn't really bother me any. turn on this valve. Okay. Number one. I may have ran into a problem, but it's an easily fixable problem. It's a good problem to actually have. I'll explain why in a second. So I might have to run into the cabin and relieve myself. I have to. Oof, really gotta go. Let's see if I can get this done first. I think that valve. The valve's got like a pressure switch on it or something. So if it like doesn't have enough pressure or something, it turns off. It's usually I usually get about two of these before it somehow it turns off. Not sure how that system all works, but it is what it is. Water tank's actually probably the nicest thing I have here. Oh, I did get the fuel tank, the diesel tank, full over the winter. So that is, I mean, plumb full. I didn't. None of the machines absolutely needed diesel right now, so I wasn't too worried. Okay, drop that off there, and I'm just gonna drive this up to the house, cabin, home away from home, my humble abode, my paradise. And then I can show you what's to come and what problems we're gonna have to overcome. Whew! Almost didn't make it. But okay. On to the good problem we have. As actually, you can probably see how many trees I cut down. I even started cutting them over there. I only cut actually, I think I cut a couple big ones. Yeah, I think I cut a couple big ones down just to see how the tractors would handle it. Short answer, not good. So yeah, I cleared out a lot of trees, but as you can see, we have a new field. Now, it is not big by any means, but then again, we don't have big equipment, so this is okay. I did this right before the frost set in, so it kind of looks like crap. But there's a very last minute decision. I was just like, you know what? I had this big open area. It is still, the ground is not frozen yet. Let's do it. And I kind of just eyeballed it with I don't remember where I was even sitting, but I was like, a little bit before that tree, and we'll put a good distance between that tree in case I want to go wider, and then of course I can go longer as well. So we could go, we could have a pretty big field back here, and then we still got quite a bit of area over there, but you got that hill, and I don't feel like plowing up a hill and down a hill. But the hidden gem, I had learned that Grandpa had free electricity. Now, he had, like, he actually had power for backup, or this was his backup and he made it his main. I'm not sure. But we had power, then some old man. I don't know if he was a friend of his or an old neighbor or someone he used to talk to, told me that Grandpa actually built his own wind generator out of old barrels and some scrap wood, which you might have taken from the barn, if I'm being honest. And I didn't know where it was. It took me a couple weeks to find it, only because I had to wait for the pond to freeze, because, and I'll try to just walk it over. It is right there. He like cut a barrel in half and then like slid it apart so that it kind of overlapped each other. Put it on like a gear and a chain somehow. I am not really sure how he did it. I had to go over there when I found it. It was, I mean, it was gross. The wires were corroded. They weren't very secured. I think of, I don't know. I'm trying to think of where he got the little generator from, or battery, or whatever he used to make the power. I can see the little white thing right there. Whatever he did to get it, I don't know where he got it from, but I guess it worked. I had to replace some wiring. That was not fun. And then I don't know if he did it himself, but he had like dug underneath the pond and shot it across. Like, I don't want to know how we got the power over there. I really don't. But we have power. We have more power, I guess, technically. I'm already living on the grid, so it's not like I really need it. So, one of the neighbor, I think the neighbor to the east, he's got like a little hunting shack over there somewhere with, I mean, the tiniest furnace and a light. He just uses it for his hunting in the winter season. Or I guess whenever he comes up. He is paying us to use it. There's just, yeah, I'm not going to explain it because I might get talked to by the federal government. But yeah, he has power. He's tapped into that. I'm not too worried. I might actually sell or get rid of the. I might just sell that. I'm not sure. Mushrooms are going. Silo is still empty. Figured that out. Yeah, I mean, nothing new has been added. So, we're still in a waiting process. So I think I'm going to get the harvester here before that turns, just so I know we're prepared. I need a grain trailer. I just remembered. I don't know if that little one's going to do it. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm going to get the harvester here, and then I'm going to have to figure out a trailer of a sort. Oh, it's a new day, everyone. And it looks like it is time for harvesting, which is fantastic. Right early in the morning, we get this done. Maybe we can probably get another crop planted right away. So, down the ground. So I kind of figured this thing out. So throttle is that little lever that's shaking. I figured that was the gear select. The little white one is not actually for the pipe. It is for something. I guess I don't know what that one's for. But this little freaking knob right here, it just looks like a lever. You just push it down and it like, I'm not sure how it all works, but that's what puts the pipe out. And then you got up and down. But all right, let's whoa. Alrighty then. Seems to be working. Shaky as hell, but it's working. And just like that, the field is done. Almost three full, almost filled the harvester tank 3 full times, which I think actually is about as much as that trailer can handle. I think it is a 6,000 liter limit, and I mean I was close. I don't know how I managed to get it all in there, but this jumpy thing made it. Did our first harvest. I did miss a little bit. I'm not too concerned, only because it's my first one. But look how full we are. That's a whole lot of wheat. We're gonna get this sold. Well, actually, maybe. Prices aren't too good. So, you know what? We'll save this for a rainy day. I mean, we have it. We have the capability of making more. So, if we need the little extra income, why not? Realism. Well, alrighty, that is my first harvest after owning this land. I guess you could say. Took a little bit, took a full season to even get a crop harvested, but you know what? We've learned some things on the way. I know how the mushrooms work, which has provided a nice income for the winter. Made another field, I cut down some trees, upgraded a couple of equipment. I bought some things. I bought the trailer, which I'm slowly realizing I might need a bigger one, but it just looks like there's boards on top, so I might be able just to keep stacking them. So I might be doing something like that. But yeah, Not sure how much that's going to get us. I'm going to hold off in case we need it. We have the mushrooms to kind of keep us holding over, and I want that other field dealt with before I start really thinking money wise what we're going to do, because we're going to need a lot of money to get a lot farther. But that'll do it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, I am brain farting. Oh, I hope you all enjoy. This is still a new experience for me. I'm not used to this. So if you did find any enjoyment, hit the like button. If you're new to this video or new to this channel, hit subscribe if you want to see more. And I hope you all have a wonderful time over the weekend. Happy New Year's. Happy... I think New Year's is the only thing. Happy holidays.